Hey, Gus.
Bruiser.
How are you, mate? Very well. Christy?
Farmer Gus has invited his brothers and their partners over for a drink.
Vanessa.
How are
Long
you?
time. This is Brooke and Julie. Christy. I was pretty keen for Stuart and Bruce to meet the girls. Well, they're probably two of my closest friends, and of course I was keen to get their opinion of the girls.
Dental hygienist Julie and quarantine officer Brooke have been on the farm for more than a week, but neither knows what Gus thinks of them. Maybe that runs in the family.
Well, we grew up in a house full of boys. Our dad certainly didn't teach us much about women.
No.
So got to it. At age 30, none of the boys were married, and questions start getting asked.
Yeah.
It seems to be time for some brotherly advice.
You get any vibe from one over the other, or you?
I get a bit more vibe from Brooke, I reckon.
Then she likes...
Yeah, Brooke's trying a bit harder around the house, I reckon.
What sort of things?
She's done my washing and folded my jeans and put them neatly in the corner of my room.
Yeah.
Or you seen these little signals with the washing, maybe? Have you sent any signals back, or?
Told her?
You let her know that you're grateful for
At this point, no.
what she's done.
At this stage, no, I haven't done.
It's pretty clear he's got a few feelings for Brooke. Gus has definitely got to come out this week and tell her. He can't let it go until potentially she's gone. Are you going there, girls?
Are we?
It's got to the point now where I'm going to have to say something to Brooke. I'll be a bit nervous, I'd say. In the off chance that she's not interested in any way, shape or form, I'll feel pretty awkward, I guess. Very awkward. This is the mighty Macquarie.
Farmer Gus has taken on his brother's advice. He's set the scene to finally tell Brooke how he feels.
Thank you.
But she's got no idea what's coming.
I don't think he's attracted to me. Like, he hasn't gone out of his way to sort of portray that he's interested.
You must be wondering what this is all about.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit nervous at just how I was going to say it. And as I normally do with most things, I'm to the point and I don't beat around the bush. The last couple of days, I think, have been amazing. So far, I haven't given much away as to what I feel. And there's so much that I don't know about you. But the little bit that I've seen of you and got to know of you has made me want to know more. And I hope that after this is all over, that we can probably see each other again.
Wasn't expecting.
Weren't expecting that.
No, not at all.
Ideally, I guess, I would have said, that's fantastic. I feel the same way about you. Yeehaw. Instead of just standing there like a stuffed monkey, just going,
It's not the reaction Gus was expecting, and he still doesn't know how Brooke feels about him.
Now, right from the start, though, you were stiff as a board, but there was a little glimpse of you that's what kept me interested. I've put my hand down and she had sort of put her hand down, but not really. But I think she's put it down enough to keep me interested, and yeah, I'm curious to see where it takes us from here.
The place Brooke and Julie have called home for the past 10 days.
It's been a good experience. It's certainly got me out of my comfort zone and possibly given me some confidence as well, which is good.
See you, Jules.
See you later. Thanks for everything. Nice to
Thanks
have
for
met you and
coming to Warren and
Yeah, it's
seeing what
been
it's all about.
Next week, the tables will turn when Gus goes to visit the girl he chooses at her home in the city.
I was open to the idea of this possibly being an opportunity to meet, the guy I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Whether or not I've found that, I don't know.
The whole experience has been definitely the most interesting thing I've ever done, and just what's going to happen down the track, who knows, but I've got an open mind and I'm looking forward to finding out.
That's just the way it is. We've got to accept that someone's going to be rejected.
Drew's created an uncomfortable love triangle. He's won over both Susie and Natasha.
What can you do? You both like the same guy, but you both like each other as well.
Right, yeah, this is the wool press.
He's already had a day alone with Susie. Now it's Natasha's turn.
So just make sure you squish it nice and square.
Natasha's 26.
Just like squashing grapes.
Like our larrikin farmer Drew, she's always up for a good laugh.
Yeah, I fancy Drew. He's a bit of a cheeky one and he tells a few jokes and that's kind of my caper as well. I do find out who the lucky lady is.
But right now, Natasha couldn't be more serious. She's desperate to know who Drew sees a future with, and she's decided to push for an answer.
No, it should be easy for you, I reckon. By now you should know. I reckon that you should just, act on your emotions. You've got nothing to lose, so... The situation by the horns.
Natasha's put Drew on the spot.
Why don't you show us just how much of a man you are and do something about it then?
Well, this is true. I'd just like to thank you.
Drew, Natasha and Susie have been living in a love triangle for more than a week.
Thank you.
And Natasha can take it no longer.
So what do you reckon is going to happen after this? Paint the picture.
She needs to know where his affections lie.
It's too much at risk here, Drew.
Too much at risk.
Too much at risk, I think.
She did put the hard words on me, basically, and I respect that.
I think it's in your best interests if you make the moves.
Man up, you reckon?
That's the way.
She must have been feeling uncomfortable with, I suppose, the competitive nature of this. Well, it's not a competition, it's just, I just want to get to know the girls. What do you reckon, Boots? Man up? But I just couldn't come up with answers, and I suppose it's still not that clear-cut decision for me.
Go for it.
Well, I think I'll leave it to the last minute.
With no clear answer from Drew, Natasha is confused and shattered and fearing the worst.
He was just being a nice guy and, not trying to hurt my feelings or something, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I guess in a nutshell it's rejection.
I'm not going to just lead her on, and I haven't led any of the girls on, really. In all honesty, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. And trying to be myself when I'm so out of my comfort zone. With two girls in my house, emotions, feelings, and I suppose having to deal with it. Blokes don't deal with that sort of stuff. We go out and dig holes and stuff and, go to the pub and have beers. We don't talk all about this sippy-soppy sort of stuff.
Tash put Drew on the spot about her and Susie, but he failed to give her the answers she was after. Will a romantic dinner with Susie finally get him to open up?
I'd honestly had no idea what the bloke had been thinking. I didn't even know whether or not he thought I was a decent chick to be able to have a beer with at the pub, after this whole thing ends.
Cheers, Suze. Cheers. I'd just like to thank you for putting up with me, I suppose, and not running away. It was nerve-wracking because it's been a long time since I've been out for dinner with a girl like this, one-on-one sort of thing, but, it was so easy just to sit there and have a few wines and chat and stuff. I haven't given you much.
Yeah, you haven't. You haven't at all. But, you're a bloke for a start. You're a country bloke.
It is really hard, but I'll just tell you, you're my favourite, so I'll just leave it at that because I'm not good at saying too much more.
I don't know whether he thought he was auditioning for The Bold and the Beautiful or something, but he grabs my hand and it was, I had to try hard not to laugh because it was funny. It was very cute for him to display some sort of affection.
It's really hard to talk about this sort of stuff, At the best of times. It was a bit of a weak moment, let my guard down. She didn't pull her hand away, so that was a pretty good sign. Stick in your bags to remember the stay.
As Drew's girls prepare to leave, he knows he'll soon have to make his decision.
A little something for you too.
Yeah, I have something for you too.
Oh, you shouldn't have done.
No, wait.
Yeah, I'm ready for a relationship, but just probably with one girl. not two, which I always thought would be pretty cool. I've got a fish.
Fishies.
Awesome.
We've got like, yeah, to keep you lonely without us. See the red freckly one's me, and the little blonde one is Susie.
So I've got to call them Tash and Susie.
Yes.
These three have lived in a love triangle all week, and it's far from resolved. In truth, Drew still likes both girls.
Tasha, she's just an awesome, awesome girl.
Shit, have we lost all the stuff at the back?
You know, there's never a dull moment.
2 flew over the cuckoo's nest. Over.
What the hell? There's not a bad word you can really say about her.
I'm gonna cry now.
See you, Tash. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
I had an awesome time too.
And, yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
No worries.
And despite a romantic evening with Susie, Drew's still undecided about which girl is the one for him.
Yeah, I suppose I'll be talking to one of you soon. The main concern I have had with Suze would be that she hasn't had a serious relationship before.
Don't miss us too much, Drew.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
Yeah, I'm not great at relationships. I'm a bit of a single queen. I'm always scared of hurting someone, I think, as ridiculous as that sounds.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Potential for love? Look, they're both lovely girls, you know, so there's definitely attraction there, so I suppose there's always a possibility.
Come on, yeah.